Well, Super Eagles, they are just training ahead of the Ghanaian big match between Nigeria and Ghana. They just have to look at how they were being treated at the airport. Look at that particular video when they were coming down from the airport, aeroplane rather. It wasn't a good one coming from Ghana there. Well, welcoming you on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, the D-Day is here. The battle of the, the Jollof countries, talking about Nigeria and Ghana, finally is here, and it has to be tonight by 8:30 Nigerian time. Ghana and Nigeria, Black Stars versus Super Eagles will be coming up, and we just have to look at that particular match, big match between the two countries. Well, let's look at the stories as it's actually trending. Well, joining me to talk sport is Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Good morning, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, we just saw that particular clip there where the Super Eagles had to be jumping from the plane. It was like, it was intentional, kind of. A lot of people are like, just to demoralize the player or what?
Okay, and whatever happens, I think we should just ignore it. It's not necessary. In fact, what they did is like they're giving them more to learn how to jump over a tackle during the match. Yes,
I saw the way the player they were not even taking to be a big deal.
No. They don't need to look at that. It's distraction. It may be a genuine mistake or error, but I'm not expecting that from them.
That error is too.
I've never seen a situation whereby you are coming down from an aircraft and you have to do a long jump before you get down.
Professional players.
Professional players. You know, it's unspeakable.
And the entire NFF contingent, all of them in that shattered flight. I can imagine Amadou Pinnick also jumping.
It's part of
players.
It's part of the exercise.
Seriously,
we shouldn't allow that to disturb us.
Look at Olaino there. Look at Calvin Bassey and all of them. Yeah. They have to jump. I love one of them was actually smiling. Look at Shemi Ajayi also. This is just not too, it's not funny at all, looking at how the Super Eagles are to alive from that aircraft over there in Ghana. But that's part of it. But the main thing is that after that, they went on to train just yesterday night over there in Kumasi, Ghana. And we just, at least we just seeing that there where Nigerians, Nigeria, we are preparing ahead of this competition. The Super Eagles are ready to fly, and they are saying, against all odds, we want to do well for Nigeria. Let's have a look at this particular training there. Super Eagles, they are training ahead of the big clash between Nigeria and Ghana tonight. As I said earlier, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, that match will be on for Nigerians to see. Well, now is here. All these months, days, weeks, finally is here. A couple of hours, Nigeria will fight out against Ghana. And this is a battle of Jollof.
It's a battle of Jollof, and we are going to show them tonight that Nigerian Jollof rice is still the best. It's going to be an interesting match, but I see history repeating itself. I recall in 2001, during the World Cup qualifier to 2002 and Korea, Japan, we had a situation like this where Ghana, they were paired in the same team group with Nigerians, and we have to play two-legged match also. We went to Accra, drew 0-0. They came to Nigeria. We played at Liberation Stadium in Port Harcourt. It was 3-0 that we gave them. And Agali scored the first goal. Then Tijani Babangida scored brace, making 3-0. So I see history repeating itself. Tonight, we are playing a draw against them. I don't see them beating us. Sincerely, I don't see the Ghanaian team.
The worst you are seeing is a draw.
The worst they can get, which they should be jubilating, if they get it, is a draw from our team, because in terms of the preparation, we are well prepared, and in terms of the players that can do the job, we have it. In terms of the experience, we have it. Let's forget about the history. That okay, we've been. I think we've played about 21 matches, in their own soil. We've won only once, so that means winning might be difficult for us, but not impossible. The difference between things being impossible and difficult. It is not impossible for us to win. Okay, it is not impossible for us, but it will be difficult to win the match, knowing fully how prepared they are also. So what we need to do is what we've been saying. We shouldn't go with the defensive minded. With the team list that they gave us, and that's the Ghanaian teams, it's shows that they want to play from the midfield.
Defensively.
No, I think from the midfield.
The midfield, rather.
They want to play from the midfield. They have 4 wingers and 6 midfielders, attacking midfielders. So that means they want to shock the midfield for us. And if they look at the clip of Nigeria and Tunisia at the AFCON World Cup, what they did was the box our midfield. We are able to use that. I expected Eguavon to have at least 2 game plans tonight. The first, let's try and see how we can play from the wings. If you're unable to play from the wings, let's collapse the wings and play from the midfield. So we should have that strategy ready and have players that you can collapse. Probably want to use 4-4-2, but if 4-4-2 is not working, let's revert back to 3-5-2.
At least they should just be, follow the suits of the game. The way they are reading it, they quickly adjust. They should be adjustable.
Definitely.
Don't just be there standing and you don't know what to do. Don't wait for long before you take decision. If the wing is not working, okay?
We shouldn't do panic substitution also, like we saw during Tunisia match also. We shouldn't do that. We should watch the game very well. Then the assistant, they should do their job today. What is their job? Their own is to read the game, to know what is lacking, to know what to introduce, to know what we need to do. In fact, today is the day that we know the technical ability of our coaching crew, how they can read game, how they can change game in the middle of the game. That is what we need to do. We have players that can do it for us, and a lot of Nigerians have gone to Ghana even by road. With the high cost of fuel, some Nigerians still traveled by road to Ghana to support the country. That shows the belief, the trust that we have in our team. So I think we shouldn't let that go for nothing. I'm 100% very confident that tonight's match, the best the Ghanaians can get from us, it is a draw. And come Tuesday at Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja, we are going to give it to them, sincerely.
Now, we've been looking at the big one between Nigeria and Ghana. It has been a long-time rivalry between the two countries in every sector of life. But for tonight, it's between them concerning football. Well, Super Eagles of Nigeria and Black Stars of Ghana will fight out by 8:30 p.m. Who will win this big match between the two countries, where what is at stake right now is a ticket? Well, other matches will also be coming up. We'll be looking at that now. Let's move away from the Eagles match ahead. Now, let's talk about some matches that were played just yesterday. Europeans too, they are playing their own. South Americans, Oceania, all of them playing. Now, let's start from European Path A qualifiers. It was a shocking one for Italy, as North Macedonia, Kostel Stravosky, who scored that goal against Italy there. Portugal also did well. They were able to at least defeat Turkey. Turkey are also out, Italy out. So the fight is between Portugal and North Macedonia, Sweden, Czech Republic, and you have Wales, where Gareth Bale was able to score a brace for them to defeat Austria. Well, looking at this particular game, it was a shocking one. Nobody saw that coming. Italy, North Macedonia. Although we know that North Macedonia has really been fantastic so far, but against Italy, no one saw that coming, and it was a fantastic goal against them.
Okay, actually, I'm not surprised, because the way the football is evolving right now, you can't call anybody a minor this time around, sincerely, because everybody is trying to prove a point. And after the first half, I look at the statistic available. The Italian, they have 32 shot on goals. I'm shot on target, 32, compared to North Macedonia, only 6.
Well, you know, at times it means with all the shot on targets, just 6, and one of them actually went in. That's it.
That shows that there's no joy in saying that my child has a good handwriting and failing an exam.
Exams.
What is the purpose of the good handwriting when you are failing the exam? You can play good football, but if you didn't score the goal, it's of no use. Nobody look at the possession. What they look at is the goal that gives you the point. That's what happened to and this is going to be the second term that the Italian team, they will not be going to the World Cup. It happened 4 years ago, Russia 2018. They didn't qualify. Now they didn't qualify. And we are talking about Italian team that used to be one of the best in the world.
At least world best. Let's just agree that football is so dicey, you can't predict it. Not Macedonia. Just saw that particular goal. It was unexpected from the goalkeeper to Travoski and straight into the goal inside the net.
And that's one thing about concentration. What the Italian did that yesterday, they just lost that concentration just for like 2 or 3 seconds. They are waiting for the referee to either take offside or so that's why all of them were relaxed. No, you listen to the whistle. Not until the ball has entered the net, you're not running after the referee.
To complain.
No, you don't complain that. You play to the whistle. So it's very shocking, sincerely. They're not going to see the Italian team at the World Cup again. But that's football. It's a lesson for everybody that it's not over until it's over.
It's over.
It's not over until it's over.
Well, we just been looking at North Macedonia's goal against Italy. That goal was fantastic from Trabowski there. Actually drove it in. Well, that's it. Well, we just have to look at other results. Enough of Italy now. They are out. Now let's look at other results from South America. Brazil, yes, they've done it. They've qualified, but they just have to show class against Chile. 4-0. Neymar, Vinicius Jr., all the best players there. They were able to score. Brazil 4, Chile 0, Colombia 3, Bolivia 0, Paraguay 3, Ecuador 1, Uruguay 1 against Peru. Good one for the countries that won, but for Brazil, they still show class against Chile. That's surprising.
It shows that they don't want to leave any stone unturned this time around. It's not about that we've qualified. They want to take all that. No, they are still preparing. Like we said earlier when we are having a discussion on this on the show, between Brazil and Argentina, there's still that competition of who's going to top.
Who's going to score most goals? A lot of statistics they want to prove.
That statistic, they still have points. That one there also. Even Uruguay and
Peru.
Peru also. The Uruguay also, they've qualified despite losing yesterday. Currently now they are 25 points. So, and the next person to them, Peru, is having 21 points. So Uruguay also, they have qualified together with Ecuador. Ecuador also, they have qualified. So we have 4 countries that have qualified from the South American. We have Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, and the Ecuador have qualified for the World Cup. So their last match is going to be more like, just let's play it and see what happens. At least
other players who can have a chance to also showcase their talent.
Definitely.
We've been looking at the results over there across different continents. We've taken the European Path A result where Italy were bundled by North Macedonia. Portugal, they won their game against Turkey 3-1. And you look at Brazil spanking Chile 4-0. It was a good one for Brazil there despite qualifying earlier on. Uruguay also pipped Peru by a lone goal. Still looking at the result now. Let's look at North Central America result as it went down. Also North Central America result over there where they played some matches. Talking about all these games that were played just yesterday. Well, quickly, we move away. I talk about, let's look at the World Cup. The World Cup qualifiers. A lot of countries are really preparing ahead of this competition. A lot of countries have qualified. Some are really trying to see what they would do. But we can't just talk about ours. This is the big thing right now. Eagles versus Ghana. And I know some Nigerians are afraid. Some are not. Some are like, whatever happens, let them play. It's on. But from the way it is now, I love the fact that for the first time, in a very long time now, Super Eagles have never been so serious. They show a lot of commitment. The NFF, the players, the technical crew, and the belief, like you always say, the mentality that they have now that we can do this. Ahmed Musa still saying that they will do everything possible to make sure by next week, all the noise that Ghanaians are making will be over.
I agree with him 100%. And one of the things that unify everybody together is the game of sport, especially football. And this is a message to all Nigerians. Whatever happens tonight, it's not going to be the end of Nigeria not qualifying for the World Cup. The Ghanaians, they are still coming to MKO Abiola. So that means whatever happens tonight, we can still overturn it on Tuesday. So we shouldn't look at whatever happens tonight and we should not be scared that, if they beat us, they cannot beat us. That's the truth. And the players also, I'm very sure the technical crew, let them know this, because an individual or a player mentality is as good as everybody's mentality or the player's mentality. So we should let them know that tonight's match, we are going there to win. So we shouldn't start the match being defensive. We should go all out for them. We go out there to attack from the word let go. Now, let's take a clip for what happened between Nigeria and Ghana at Liberation Stadium in Port Harcourt during the 2002 World Cup qualifiers. We scored our first goal in the first minute. Agari scored the first goal in the first minute. And after that goal, they became disorganized. And we know the Ghanaian team, they don't have that patience. They don't have it.
They get angry quick.
They get angry quickly. So we should play that mind game on them. Look at one or two of their players that are very good. Let's put pressure on them. Don't allow them to kick the ball. Don't allow them to play the ball. Let's look at the tactics we used against Egypt with Mo Salah that nobody knew that Mo Salah was playing on that day. Use the same thing for one or two of their players. Commit them to make foul. Commit them to make blunders. We shouldn't go defensively. You can only defend someone that is better than you. But we are better than them in all spheres of the field, starting from the goalkeeper down to the attacker. You're telling me that we are having the likes of Osimhen and Dennis Emmanuel. You have Lookman, you have Igalo, you have Chukwueze, you have Simon Moses, you have Joey Aribo. We shouldn't be scared of anything. We should go all out there to play the game, to win the game, take the game to them, put them under that pressure, let them commit. First half, let's try as much as possible to register a goal without conceding anything. Then after that, we just play our game. We should play our game. We should be ourselves. We shouldn't go in with, they want to beat us, they are better than us. They are not better. They are only black than us. You comment about the complexion, let's take that one from them. But apart from that, take it or leave it. We are better than them, and let's show that superiority.
That's why let me throw a question to you. Why the rivalry so much between Nigeria and Ghana? Because just now, as you are even talking, you just mentioned they are more black than us. My goodness. The rivalry is just too much. I don't know, maybe we actually twins or thereabout. The rivalry is just too much. Not just only football.
It's like we decolonize them before we send them back. So that also, they still have it. Remember those days when we said Ghana must go? So I think they are still bitter about that Ghana must go. So that's why the rivalry is still...
Let's go there. It's a very bitter experience. But really, Nigeria and Ghana is a big match. We just have to talk about it again tonight. It's going to be between the two countries at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi. It has been a long journey for the two countries, but now they are going to be starting another one between themselves tonight. Now we've been looking at other results. Now let's quickly look at Asia results quickly before we move on to other stories trending. Where South Korea, they defeated Iran by 2-0. Lebanon lost at home against Syria. Iraq pipped UAE, United Arab Emirates, by a lone goal. Australia 0, Japan 2, Oman 1, Vietnam 0, and China and Saudi Arabia played a 1-1 draw there. That's how it went down. But I still don't know. Iran has been fantastic, but they were beaten by South Korea 2-0. That's, for me, is a bit shocking. Iran has been outstanding for me so far in these qualifiers.
Okay, maybe they look at the fact that they don't have anything to lose.
Since they've actually
they've already
made it.
Qualified, yes. So it's like, okay, let's give other players the...
You should have copied Brazil.
Let them, but they don't have the depth of the players that the Brazilian they have. So probably they want to give some other people the avenue to showcase their own talent also. So they may not be as good as the first team. So I think that's what really happens. So I'm not kind of really surprised that the South Korea also, they're not that bad when it comes to football also.
But do you know that I noticed that the Middle East countries are really doing well when it comes to football against the Asia, as in the Japan, China, South Korea. When they play against Oman, Saudi, UAE, is always very tough. Very,
very tough because of the rivalry that we're talking about also. So they look at. Imagine when we are having North Korea and South Korea playing together.
That would be it. Let's not go there. Let's quickly look at Oceania, rather North and Central American results now quickly between all the other countries. Now let's quickly, maybe you should just digress away from that and talk about the result again. Oceania result now, Solomon Island versus Tahiti, 3-1 there. Well, Fiji Island, they lost against Papua New Guinea by 1-2, and New Zealand is worse. They nearly spelled the name of New Caledonia, 7-1 there. I expected that anyway, because these are all small nations playing against New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Fiji Island, Solomon Island, Tahiti. Most of them, they are doctors, they are nurses, they are mechanics who came together to just to play World Cup qualifiers.
Okay, that's one good thing about this World Cup. That means they will give all the countries, all the nations, the opportunity to showcase what they have also. No matter how small you had, no matter your population, they will still give you the opportunity to play, maybe for the playoff or to. So that means it's a very good thing. Some people are airing the countries for the first time.
New Caledonia.
New Caledonia. Where are they? So it's
Papua New Guinea.
Papua Gagania. So which one is? Do you get the point?
This country actually exists,
so
but
the exist
don't
also
know.
is an opportunity. I mean, it's more like an exposure for the country and for people also to get to know that we have a country like this. That's good thing about a game of football. Like North Macedonia, nobody ever believed. I'm 100% sure also that we have some people that they don't know that a country like that exists until yesterday after their game against Italy. It would be like, wow, this country, where are they from? Are they from Europe, Asia, Africa? They beat Italy. So it's a very good thing in the game of football.
If they are really a student of geography, they should know North Macedonia. They are no longer, they are now standing against the big boys over there in Europe. We've been looking at the results of matches played just yesterday in the qualifying series of the World Cup. Now, quickly, let me run through some transfer stories in the MPFL stories now, where we talk about Tosin Omoyele right now to join Katsina United on short term. That's the four stories there. MPFL transfer update. At least the transfer window is open now. A lot of clubs are buying players. Some coaches are moving. That's the first story we're looking at. Omoyele will be going to join Katsina United on short-term deal there. That's talking about the transfer story now. This time around is about coaches, where the coach of Lobby Stars right now, they appoint Babaganaru. They have appointed him as their head coach. A good one there. They have a new coach now after parting way with Eddie Dombraye over there in Makurdi. So Lobby Stars, they've appointed Babaganaru as their new head coach. Another transfer stories. Now let's look at another coach that moved. This time around, we go to Akwa United. Let's go to Akwa Ibom State, where Akwa United, they unveiled Deji Ayeni as their new head coach in that particular state. Akwa United right now, they also parted way with Kennedy Boboye, but now they have Deji Ayeni as their head coach. Now the last story on the law quickly, the man that has played football for so many long years, talking about Jermaine Defoe. You remember him for England and also for the likes of Tottenham Hotspur. Jermaine Defoe finally has actually removed his boot. He's hanging it, and he says he's retiring from professional football. He has been a long time. Quickly.
A very long time, and this, I think, the best time for him to go. He has been playing for over 22 years and retiring at the age of 39 years. That means he played for almost, he started his career at the age of 17 years, being the 9th highest goal scorer in Premier League, 162 goals from 496 games. A very good one. We wish him all the best.
Thank you very much for your time on the show.
It's a pleasure being here, Adeniyi.
We have to go now. Sport is always business and fitness. Wishing Nigeria Super Eagles all the best as they play against Ghana tonight. Thanks for watching.